Howdy folks, welcome to the Hillbilly Kitchen. Today we're going to be making a delicious bacon cheese dip. Okay, obviously you're going to need some bacon for this, and I have a pound of bacon that I actually made in the oven. And if you've never tried bacon in the oven, I highly recommend cooking bacon in the oven. It is much easier. If you don't have fresh bacon, you can use the little real bacon pieces, and I talked about those. I keep those in my pantry all the time, and I talked about them this spring because they are shelf stable, and when you couldn't get any food this spring, you could still get those bacon pieces, and they are great for stuff like this dip, for casseroles, for omelets, salads, which is, of course, is what they're made for. But you get the real bacon pieces in the salad aisle, and you can use a bag of those in this, and you don't even have to cook the bacon if you're in a hurry, or if you've got some in your pantry. You also need cheese because it is a bacon cheese dip, and I have 8 ounces of cream cheese that I have softened. It's at room temperature, and I have 8 ounces of shredded cheddar cheese, which is about 2 cups. And you want about 16 ounces of sour cream. Now you need a little onion in this, and I've just got maybe 1/4 cup of onion that I have finely chopped up. If you have green onions are great in this, because if you're doing this dip for a party, you're probably going to kind of want it to look pretty, and that green color in it will add, it'll add a little something to it, and it'll make it more visually appealing. But if you don't have green onions, you can use just any onion. If you don't have onions at all, you can use onion powder. It'll be fine. It'll give it the same flavor. Something you can do if you don't have green onions is you can chop up a little bit of bell pepper. And if you don't have fresh bell pepper, if you have some in your freezer, you can use that. You can also, if you want to, if you have a fresh herb garden, once you've cooked it, you can chop up a little bit of parsley and sprinkle a little parsley on it. Or here's an Alex tip. She takes, and I've done this before too, if you have celery in your fridge, and a lot of you probably do have some celery left over from Thanksgiving or Christmas, even if it's not super fresh, it'll have leaves down in the middle of it. And those celery leaves are really pretty little green leaves, and you can chop them up and garnish with them, or you can just break them up and garnish the top with a few of them. And you don't have to have parsley or go buy something. You know, you can use what you already have. But anyway, all we're going to do is we're going to chop up our bacon really fine, and it'll look like this. Or if you're using the bag of bacon pieces, you won't have to do that. And we're going to mix all this stuff together. Just add everything in, the cream cheese and the sour cream. Go ahead and dump in your onions. And the peppers, like I said, are optional, but I do want a little something green in it, so I'm going to put some in here. And you want about equal parts peppers and onions. And I think I had a few more peppers than I did onions, so I'll leave a few of those out. If you don't like the flavor of the peppers, though, certainly don't put them in there. And you can add other flavors to this too if you want. You can spice it up. You could add some hot peppers, chop up some jalapeno peppers or something in it. Or you can even add a little cayenne pepper in it, you know, dry cayenne pepper, and sprinkle it in there if you want it hot. If your cream cheese is soft, this will mix really easy. I'm going to go ahead and dump my bacon in here. And I will put a link to how to make your bacon in the oven if you don't know how. Because like I said, it is so much easier than in a skillet. And I made extra. That's why I had the extra on the plate, because Charlotte's coming to spend the night, and I can put that in a Ziploc bag and put it in the refrigerator, and when Charlotte's here, we can have bacon and pancakes, and I won't have a big pan of hot grease with Charlotte. and it'll keep in the refrigerator for quite a while, or it'll keep in the freezer for a couple of months, and you can just take it out and warm it up when you want to eat it, and you don't have to deal with that bacon grease mess. Okay, and that's all there is to mixing it up. You can actually eat this cold if you want to, and it's fine like that, but we are going to put it in the oven, in a 400-degree oven, and we're going to bake it about 20 minutes or so until it is hot and bubbly. And just put it in any kind of casserole dish. If you have something that's pretty that you want to serve it in, you can put it in that. You can make it ahead of time and just put it in the casserole dish and then put it in the oven when you're ready to serve it. Like if you're doing a big New Year's Eve party this year, you might want to mix up some stuff like this and stick it in your refrigerator and have it all ready to go and just pop in the oven when it's about time for everybody to get there, or about time to serve it. I mean, you might have people over for hours and hours and hours and then want something hot to pull out close to midnight. This is a really good option because, like I said, you can mix it up like this and just put it in the refrigerator and then pull it out and stick it in the oven 30 minutes or so before you want to eat it. If you are just a couple or single, you could do it, divide it up in something like this, which actually has a lid for it, keep it in the refrigerator, and maybe only bake half of it at a time, which that's normally what I would do if I made this for just Brett and I would make it half at a time because this is quite a bit of dip. It's more than we'll eat at one time for sure. But we're just going to put this in a 400-degree oven, like I said, 20, maybe 25 minutes until it's nice and bubbly, and it'll be a little brown on top. You don't have to cook your dip at all. You can serve it cold, and it is because everything is already cooked. Your bacon's already cooked, so you don't have to cook the dip. And it's really good cold. If I'm serving this in the summertime, like at a cookout or something, a lot of times I'll do it cold because people just don't want something hot to snack on if it's already hot. So this dip is good cold or hot, but I did want to put it in the oven so you could see what it looks like when it's all ooey and gooey and the cheese is all melted, especially since it's the middle of winter right now, and I kind of thought this would be a good idea for New Year's Eve. So that's why we're baking it. So either way, cold or hot, but we'll see what it looks like when it comes out of the oven in a minute. While we're waiting on it to finish cooking, I went to the mailbox. I've only got to go to the mailbox 2 times since I did the last video. I went on the Wednesday before Christmas, and all of these were in there. And then I went, we actually got snowed in on Christmas Eve, and I didn't get to go back until yesterday, and I had all these yesterday. So I have a lot of Christmas cards still to return, but I'm going to send them out, and I know some people would say, oh, it's already after Christmas, but it's still fun even though it's after Christmas, and I do want to return every one that I got. And given the way the post office has been delivering stuff, I'm sure there will be more when I go check it the next time. So if I don't have your card yet, when I get it, I will show it in a video and I will return it. I sent my mother-in-law, or we sent my mother-in-law a gift card. We sent it 4 weeks before Christmas. She got it 2 days before Christmas. So if you've sent cards and I don't have them yet, I'll get them. It's just taken forever. But I want to show you all these. This one is from Michelle, Sean, and Shawnee. Very pretty. This one was from, I think it's Lynn. It may be Lenny, but I think it's Lynn. And look at the calligraphy in there. That Merry Christmas is handwritten. Isn't that pretty? This is from Carrie with a nice note in it. Judy, and she put a little note in. This is from Vanessa and her husband Larry and her mother Ann. This was from Deborah, and again there's a little note. Very pretty little nativity scene there. Gloria. This was from Sheila and her puppy Buttercup. And Wilma and Jim, and it has a very nice note in it. Thank y'all, very pretty card. If I mispronounce anyone's name, I am sorry too. Robin, that's really pretty. It's all jeweled. These still have the envelopes with them because I don't even have the addresses off of them yet. So that's why I've already gotten these. This is Paul and Pauline. Very pretty card. I think this one is Dawn, and it has a really nice little note in it. And this one's actually from Canada. We got quite a few cards from Canada, and they're just now getting here. So if you send a card from Canada, it could be the end of the month before we get it. Jackie in California, and these really were from all over the country, which was neat. I'm not sure we got one from every state, but we got from a lot of states we got cards. Jerry and Michael. And again, there's a note. Thank you very much. This one is from Deborah and also has a nice note in it. She lives in Tennessee, very near us over in Pigeon Forge, so maybe we'll get to meet someday. There were quite a few from Tennessee too. Oh, this one is really cute. It's from Diane, and a couple of these had little gifts in them. This is a prayer quilt, and you carry it in your pocket, and inside the prayer quilt, there's a cross sewn into it. And you can feel the cross in your pocket as a reminder. You just carry it around with you, which is really cute, and I will definitely be keeping that close by. Thank you for that. That's a really neat idea, and it's also a really cute, I'm going to show that again. That would be a really cute handmade gift. There's a little note on the back of it that tells you what it is. If some of you are looking for handmade gifts, maybe for your Sunday school class or something like that, that's a really cute idea. This one is from Kathleen, also from Canada, and a very nice note in there. Thank you. This is from Sherry, and she put a little magnet in it. For unto us a child is born, unto us a son is given. And I think I've got room for that on my refrigerator. And yes, y'all, I know it's a Christmas magnet, but it's pretty. And it's not a bad reminder for throughout the year. I mean, that's something that we need to remember, not just at Christmas time. So I'll just leave that on there. This is Rosemarie. She is all the way in Oregon. Thank you. That's really cute. Paula, and she has a nice little note in there. Thank you. Pete and Wendy, and they also included a little note. Janet, and you can see almost all of these have notes in them, which make them extra special. And like I said, I'll be keeping these, give my children something fun to do one day. This one, I think the name is Marcella in Arizona. Thank you very much. This one was cute. I actually played with it when I opened it up. I'm not sure I can get it to stand up. Now, it's not going to do it. It's like a 3D. It actually opens up. It is from Diane. Thank you. And she has a little note. This is from Margaret. And she's not too far away. She's just over in Virginia. This is from Justin, and there is again a very nice note in it. Thank you. It's from Kim. This is another one from Canada, and a very pretty card. And I got some calendars. These are from Bisbee Granny Rose in Arizona. And she had these printed up, "May each day be blessed." And it's full of beautiful pictures. I'll put this in by my kind of office area. I've got a bookshelf where I keep my computer and all my stuff kind of organized. And she also sent some little pocket calendars. I have not had a pocket calendar in for forever. It's almost like people have quit selling them because everybody keeps up with dates on their phone. I don't know how to even put dates in my phone. So thank you very much for the pocket calendars. I may share one with somebody, but I may not. I will. Somebody else could use that too. And it again says, "May each day be blessed." Just kind of a special wish and a special reminder. So those are really nice. Thank you, Granny. This year on New Year's Eve, most of the large celebrations worldwide have been canceled. I think they have all been canceled in our country. So many of you are going to be celebrating New Year's Eve just with your families or maybe even all alone. And that's the way a lot of people celebrate New Year's Eve every year. So even though we're not going to be gathered together in a big group, we can certainly still gather together as Christians and as part of the body of Christ all around the world. And I think this year more than ever, we need to focus on our relationship with God on an individual basis, on a national basis, and even on a worldwide scale. We have seen a worldwide revival this year. It's really been unlike anything in my lifetime, I know, and probably unlike anything in the lifetimes of most of the people who are alive now. Maybe some of you older people remember some of the times when the world was in a crisis and people turned to God like they have now, but I don't remember anything like this in my lifetime. So a lot of Christians celebrate the new year by praying out the old year and praying in the new year. And I can't think of any way better to end a year or start a new year than by spending time with God. And if we are all doing it at the same time, and God hears us all at the same time, we are all together. So this year, as the old year goes out and the new year comes in, let's start that new year focused on God and our relationship with Him, and bring in the year by putting Him first, right in the very first moments of the year. And I'm going to spend that time praying for my family, praying for all of you, praying for my nation, because we certainly need it more now than we ever have. We are on the edge of either something really great or something that's going to change our lives forever. And personally, I do not want my life changed in the way it's going forever. There are a great many things about the way that we used to live that I enjoy, and I don't want to give up. So I'm going to be praying for that when the new year comes in, and I hope you'll join me. I'm going to be, like I said, be praying for our nation, be praying for our leaders, and be praying for all of you. And not just our nation, but this is a worldwide problem. So we need to pray for our brothers and sisters all around the world. And there are places in the world where Christians still can't gather and pray together. And if you happen to be in one of those places and you manage to see this video, please know that there are people all over the United States of America who will be praying for you on New Year's Eve, because that is a Christian tradition for New Year's in our country. We take that time, like I said, and spend it with the Lord and focus on Him and ask Him to be in control of the new year. So that's what I'm going to do. I hope that's what you will all be doing as well. I hope you'll join me in that. And even though we're not going to physically be together, we will spiritually be together and we will be stronger. And if you don't know the peace and the joy of being a forgiven, born-again, saved child of the living God, please, please comment on this video, and someone will get back to you. I will get back to you, or someone who watches the videos, because this is a Christian community. I mean, we've really grown in that way this year, and I am so grateful for that we have become a community of Christians. We have become a family of Christians on this channel, and we visit in the comments and we visit on the videos. So I thank all of you who have become a part of that, and I'm so grateful for you. And I know a lot of you are answering comments and you want to be a part of this and you want to be more a part of it. And several of you have asked for like newsletters and stuff. You're looking at the staff, and Brett edits the videos, and that's it. We don't have any kind of an organization. It's literally just a place for Christians to come together and talk to each other in the comments. And maybe God will lead to something more in the new year. And when we manage to get email lists and newsletters and things like that, you know, if we get to that point, I will certainly let you all know. Right now, we don't have any kind of staff for it, and we're kind of maxed out with what we can do. I do everything I can. Brett edits the videos. He helps with the comments sometimes, and he helps keep the comments clean, because we do have, you know, outside forces that come in, but that's okay. You know, they heard. And then my daughter Melinda is talking to some of y'all on Parler and Facebook and MeWe and things like that. So that's our whole staff right there. And she is very part-time. We're trying to get her more involved, but she has a little girl and she only has so much time that she can put into this. So anyway, for right now, that's what we are. We're going to pray and see where the Lord leads us next year. We're looking forward to it. We certainly appreciate all of you who have been a part of our family this year, and we hope you're going to continue to be a part of it. And I'm going to do this now. If you haven't already clicked like and subscribe, please click like and subscribe so that you can be a part of our family. And a lot of you aren't getting notifications, even though you've clicked on the notification bell. Click on that notification bell again, and then when the little window underneath it opens up, click on all. Because if you don't click on all, YouTube selects which notifications you get, and you're not going to get them all. So those of you who keep telling me welcome back, I haven't been anywhere. YouTube's just not giving you the notifications. So make sure you have clicked on all. And right now, that's the best way we have to reach people every time we upload a video. I said there's no email lists or anything. Just click on that notification bell and click on all. So thank you all, and I truly, truly hope that next year, all of you, your homes are blessed in abundance, and you all know that peace, that hope, and that joy that comes from having Jesus Christ in your heart. Let's see what our dip looks like. Okay, and this is what it's going to look like after about 20-25 minutes in the oven. It's all sizzly around the edge. I don't know if you can see that on camera or not, but it is. And it's nice and gooey and melted. All that cream cheese and cheddar cheese in there is just going to string. And you can serve it. You could actually put it in a dish that's a little bit bigger around if you wanted to. You could sit this in the middle of a big tray loaded with crackers and chips, all different kinds. This will go good with any kind of cracker or chip. And this would actually be good for breakfast. If you were looking for an easy breakfast, maybe on some toasted bagels or something, it would be absolutely delicious. So give this a try. It's really, really easy. You saw how quick it mixed up. And like I said, if you're doing it for a cookout in the summertime, you can do it cold. You don't have to bake it. Or if you want it in the wintertime or over some nice toasted bagels or something for breakfast, you can put it in the oven, 400 degrees for about 20-25 minutes, and it'll be super gooey, super warm, and super creamy. Thank you so much for joining us in the Hillbilly Kitchen. Please don't forget to click like and subscribe before you leave. And until next time, remember to put God first. Happy New Year, y'all.